Missile and drone attacks are being reported across several Gulf countries as Iran continues retaliatory strikes amid the expanding conflict involving the United States and Israel. The United Arab Emirates says its air defense systems are currently responding to incoming threats. According to the Emirati Ministry of Defense, air defenses intercepted missiles and drones launched from Iran. Officials said loud sounds heard in different areas were the result of interception operations carried out by the country's air defense systems. Explosions were also reported elsewhere in the region. Journalists in Bahrain's capital, Manama, and in Qatar's capital, Doha, reported hearing loud blasts. An AFP journalist in Bahrain said at least 5 explosions were heard in the city. IRGC reportedly said the attack launched on U.S. base in Bahrain in response to U.S. attack on Iranian desalination plant in Qeshm. Saudi Arabia also reported incoming attacks. The Saudi Ministry of Defense says 2 ballistic missiles fired toward Prince Sultan Air Base in Al-Kharj were intercepted and destroyed. The ministry also said 6 drones heading toward the Shaybah oilfield were intercepted. Earlier, officials said another drone had been destroyed east of Riyadh. In Qatar, the country's defense ministry confirmed that its armed forces intercepted a missile attack targeting the country on Saturday. Officials did not immediately provide details about the number of missiles involved or the intended target. Earlier, Qatari authorities said the country had faced a wave of drone attacks the previous day. 10 drones were fired from Iran. 9 of them were intercepted and destroyed. 1 drone managed to reach the ground, landing in a remote area. The situation has also disrupted air travel. Qatar's Civil Aviation Authority announced the partial resumption of air navigation. Flights are now operating through designated contingency routes with limited capacity. Authorities say this phase includes a limited number of flights intended primarily for passenger evacuation. In the United Arab Emirates, officials confirmed that the country's air defenses were actively intercepting incoming missiles and drones. Authorities said the sounds heard in several areas were the result of interception operations against ballistic missiles and drones. Amid the rising tensions, the president of the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, issued a strong message. In his first public comments since Iran launched missiles toward the Gulf state, he said the UAE was not an easy target. The remarks came as Iran's retaliatory strikes continue across countries hosting United States military assets.
When the U.S. and Israel struck Tehran on February 28th, killing Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, along with dozens of Iran's most senior military and intelligence figures, one name was conspicuously absent from the casualty lists. Ismail Qaani, 67-year-old commander of the IRGC's elite Quds force, the man who inherited Qasem Soleimani's mantle after the U.S. drone strike in Baghdad in 2020. He was not among the dead. Israeli media reports have said Qaani was among the targets the Israeli forces intended to hit, but he had once again escaped. Now, unverified reports circulating claim that IRGC Quds Force commander Ismail Qaani may have been taken into custody by Iranian authorities over allegations of espionage for Israel. Some social media accounts have also claimed that he may have been executed, though there has been no official confirmation from Tehran, and the reports remain unverified. While Qaani is yet to be seen in public, Iranian authorities have not confirmed the claims. The speculation had arisen because the military leader, known as the Man with 9 Lives, had survived while scores of his most prominent figures' comrades had been killed, including more than 40 in the opening salvo of Operation Epic Fury.
U.S. President Donald Trump has claimed that 48 Iranian leaders were killed in the ongoing U.S.-Israeli military campaign against Iran, describing the operation as a major success. In an interview with Fox News, the U.S. president said, "Nobody can believe the success we're having. 48 leaders are gone in one shot." The joint campaign has focused heavily on Iran's political, military, and intelligence leadership, what military analysts call a decapitation strategy. Iranian state media says 43 members of the country's security forces were killed in a bombing of a border regiment headquarters in Bahrain, near the Iraqi border. Tehran had blamed the attack on the United States and Israel and has vowed severe retaliation. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has warned that strikes on Tehran will intensify in the coming days, signaling further escalation. Speaking from the rooftop of Israel's military headquarters in Tel Aviv, Netanyahu acknowledged Israeli casualties, saying the country was paying a price, but that the outcome of the war was not in doubt.
Our forces are now striking in the heart of Tehran with increasing intensity, which will grow even stronger in the coming days. These are painful days. Yesterday, here in Tel Aviv, and now in Beit Shemesh, we lost precious people. My heart goes out to the families, and on behalf of you all, the citizens of Israel, I send wishes for a speedy recovery to the wounded. We are also bringing into this campaign the assistance of the United States, my friend, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, and the U.S. military. This combination of forces enables us to do what I have long hoped to do for 40 years, to strike the terror regime decisively.
A report by Axios has now said that the Feb 28th strikes were planned months in advance. Trump and Netanyahu began discussing a follow-up attack on Iran as early as late December during a meeting at Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence. Iran's crackdown on protesters and fresh intelligence assessments about nuclear activity shifted Washington's calculus. Reports suggest Trump nearly ordered strikes on January 14, but instead authorized a major U.S. military buildup in the Middle East while planning a joint operation with Israel. And even as strike planning continued, the United States pursued nuclear talks with Iran. U.S. envoys Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff attended negotiations in Geneva just days before the strikes. Officials say the talks were genuine, not a ruse, but expectations for a breakthrough were low. It was a narrow window. After the second round of talks, U.S. and Israeli officials reportedly concluded that February 28th presented a rare opportunity for Khamenei to meet senior aides in a single location. That window became the trigger, as by then diplomacy had already collapsed under the weight of fundamental disagreements. With the killing of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei now creating a leadership vacuum and both sides launching missile and drone attacks, fears are growing that the conflict could escalate into a prolonged regional war. A synagogue was hit in Israel by Iranian missiles, killing nearly 10 and wounding over 50.